How are you all? So today I thought we'd just do like a little sketchbook session and just a chatty video really. I'm going to be painting some florals today with watercolours in my little, I don't know how to pronounce it, Moleskine sketchbook. So let's go. I'm using a Cirrus Rigger Kolinsky Sable brush. This has got some dried paint on, but also this I don't know what it is, it's just like a cute little fluffy one. So let's see how we get on. I feel like recently I've been dipping in and out of florals. It's kind of like I'll paint with florals for a while and then it's like all of a sudden I don't know, it's like all the passion suddenly goes for florals. And then as soon as I'm not painting florals, that's all I want to paint. So I kind of like dip in and out of different things. I think that's why I go between, say, like florals or like oceans. But then it's good to try different things, I think. Sorry guys, I just realised that this wasn't in focus then, that's kind of annoying, sorry about that. So I'm just using a reference photo that I found on Instagram of like a bouquet. And I'm not exactly following it, to be honest, really. It's kind of just there as references for shadows and hues and things like that. It's not that I'm particularly drawing exactly what I'm seeing there. And I think this is a great way that you can add your own style, because a lot of people say, how do I have my own style whilst painting? And sometimes I think it's to use photographs, to use references, but then change them in a way that makes them unrecognisable to the photo that you originally used. So that if someone saw them side by side, that it would take them a moment to realise they were connected, you know. And I feel as well like when you're not glued to a reference photo, it also allows you to be more experimental with colour, because you're not like so rigid on your reference photo. You can kind of play around a little bit more with things, and that's really fun. And there's also no way of getting it wrong then. A lot of my videos are quite rigid in the sense that I spend a long time editing them and, you know, kind of, what's the word, I'd say, basically, yeah, just edited everything out that wasn't quite right. But I'm really trying to be a little bit more free with my videos and not like worry so much about them looking perfect, because obviously I've got a baby coming and there's not going to be a lot of time to make YouTube videos, let's be honest. So I'm feeling like if now I can like really free myself up with YouTube, then I can take away a lot of the time that is spent editing. If I spend less time editing, that means I can spend more time painting and filming. So hopefully there will be like the same amount of content coming out to you guys, but it will just be less edited. So it'll look, you know, there may not be as cool aesthetic, or the music might not be as cool, or, you know, stuff like that. So let me know what you guys think. Obviously this is more unedited, it's more real, and I do feel like that's the way that social media is going now anyway. So if you guys don't mind that, then that's really cool for me, because it means that, as I say, I can spend more time painting and uploading and less time editing, which I don't really love editing anyway. To me, I love the filming process, I love the sharing process, but the editing, it's hard work looking at your face and realising all the things that annoy you about yourself. So the less editing I have to do, the less staring at my own face, which is always a good thing for confidence. So I'm literally just making this up as I go along, which you might be able to tell, I don't know. I'm kind of just like looking at my reference photo and just using that as inspiration, and using my brush to add different textures. So we've got sweeping brush strokes, and now I'm using the very edges of the brush to create some interesting texture. And sometimes I think that can really make a painting when you add different, almost like you want the same theme running throughout the painting. You don't want to change it completely, but it can add quite a lot of interest when you just change it up a little bit. And what I really like about painting in Sketchbook is that it kind of takes the pressure off so much. When you have, you know, a huge canvas and it's sat there looking at you, waiting for the perfect marks, it can be really intimidating. But having a sketchbook there is almost like having a friend that's listening to you and being really understanding, which is pretty cool. At the moment I am obsessed with green and like bluey green colours, and so I tend to just keep going for that in my palette choices. I think it's always a good thing with art to draw to use what you're attracted to. So if you're attracted to greens and calming colours, then paint with those. If you're really attracted to bright, in your face, reds and magentas, then use those. And the same goes for subjects. If you're drawn to like floral paintings, and at the moment you're painting pets, then maybe it's time for a little bit of a change. Or the other way around, you know? So don't be afraid to change up what it is that you enjoy doing and experimenting. Okay, I think I'm going to put this brush down for now, and I'm going to go in with a more detailed one. So I think now I'm going to use this Pro Art size 3 brush. Well, actually I'm just going to wait for this to dry a moment, and then we're going to go in with some details. This is a ranunculus, which is one of my favourite flowers ever. I've actually got some growing in the garden and I can see that their leaves sprouting up and I'm so excited. Can't wait to meet this year's blooms. I feel like I love them because they remind me of roses. So yes, I do like to pop them in my garden. Sometimes as well, if you make a mistake in watercolour, don't panic. If you put too much colour down, rinse your brush off, dab it off on a towel or something, and then you can just use the brush to absorb that paint back up. So say for example this bit here, it's sort of like pooling in the dip of the paper, so I'm just going to rinse my brush off and I'm just going to use it to like absorb that paint. That's just a little tip that I've learned over time. Okay, I feel like it's getting there. Maybe just want to add in a few... In fact, I might just want to add in like a little background green. This is the point where I always get like a little bit, shall I leave it or shall I carry it on? You know, something that is really bugging me actually is having 2 leaves there, 2 leaves there, and then these. I feel like this needs to be broken up, so I don't know how I'm going to do that. But I feel like something needs to happen. I think maybe I'm going to add a few more of these like little star green parts over here, but this is a bit wet, so I'm going to wait for that to dry and then I'm going to add that on top. Okay, so I feel like maybe if it comes down, that might be quite nice. Definitely feel like that helps break it up slightly. And then I might add that same like really dark green into some other areas. In fact, I might even just use that to add in some shadows. Don't like that, so I'm going to take that away by dabbing with a paper towel. I don't know, maybe I've ruined it by going too dark here. So I might add some more water to that and then dab that out as well. See, I feel like this is one of the biggest mistakes I always make. I always go like too harsh with colours. Because I love colour, I struggle to be quite restrained with it. But sometimes less is more, and I know that I just don't know how to put it into practice. Okay, so I think for today, for a quick little sketch, I think that's done. I'm happy with this rose. I'm happy with bits of the rest, but generally, let's call that one a sketch. So I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing this way of filming. It's a lot more raw, a lot more natural, a lot more real, with mistakes happening in real time. So let me know in the comments what you guys think to this sort of way of working and filming. As I said before, when the baby comes, I'm going to struggle to spend a lot of time editing and creating really aesthetic videos. So this might be a way that I can still share projects and things that I'm working on with you guys without spending, you know, days and days and days on one video. So as I say, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I love to hear from you guys because you are the people that matter. Your opinion is the one that matters to me. So I always want to know what you guys think. But I hope that you're all well and that you have an amazing week, and I'll see you soon. Bye!